This video is going to help you use Google Sheets to make some different graphs and do some calculations. So you'll open your assignment, watch this video, pause, do each problem as you go. That'd be the best way. You can watch the whole thing through if you want, but I would pause it and do the work. Okay, so first thing, how to make a histogram. So I'm going to go to this right here. It's how many people live in your house, primary household. And I'm going to highlight everything. The other way you can do it if you're having trouble is just click on the whole column. And you go to Insert, Chart. And over here, you just make sure it's a histogram. And you see most stuff gets labeled automatically. You can try to adjust different things. Notice it didn't pick whole numbers because it does an average. And you're going to describe the shape of the graph in the problem. Okay, so if you want to mess around with customizing it, you can, but just make sure you have labels and they're labeled the way you want to. Okay, so you can pause it. That's the first part. Okay, so now we're going to move on to finding some statistics about this data. Anytime you want to use a built-in feature, you type in equals, and then there's built-in things. So if I want to find the mean, also known as the average, I type in average, and my first data value is C2. My last one is C67. Notice how it's filling it in and showing. You can also highlight that column, but it's easier to type it in, I think. So that's the mean. And then if I want to find the median, I do the same thing. And the mode. And you need to look up what all those are. You forgot. So it actually will calculate those. And the nice thing is when you're on a spreadsheet, if you want to find it for more values, you can just drag it over. I can't do it here because it's not numerical, but I can drag it and find the mean, median, and mode for any of the numerical values. So if you set up that first one, you can find all of them. Okay, go ahead and pause and do that part of the assignment. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to make a pie chart, and I'm going to use the in 5 years, where do you think you'll be living? And so again, all you do is highlight all the numbers or just click on the whole column. Insert chart. And if you notice, it shows histogram. You can't really make a histogram out of categorical data. So we want to select something that matches what we want. We want pie chart. You can make a bar graph, but not a histogram. And so it does everything for you. It gives you a title. It puts the percents on there, labels it, puts it all nice in color. And there's different kinds of, you can do these donut charts and stuff, but those are weird. Okay, so go ahead and make a pie chart using another data value. Pause the video. And the last one I want to do is I want to compare two data values to see if there's a relationship. So I'm going to compare how many people live in your household and how tall you are. Maybe you have a lot more people in your house. They don't let you eat until you didn't get as tall. That's what you're thinking. So I'm going to click on this column, but I need to go down here and delete my calculations because I don't want those to be part of my numbers. We'll add in extra numbers, so I'm deleting all those. So I'm going to click on this column, and then you push the control button, and you can highlight another column. If they're not right next to each other, you have to use control. Insert, chart, and again, it picks a chart, but it doesn't know. You need to tell it what chart you want. So I want a scatter plot. And so now I can see on the x-axis, I have how many people in your household. On the y-axis, I have your height. And I can go over here and customize it. So I can make a title. I want to label the horizontal axis, people in house. Vertical axis, I have height. And if you look at this graph, it looks like it's pretty much even across, like the number of people in your house, maybe a little bit lower, like you're a little bit shorter if you have more people in your house. That's probably not really very good data, but it's kind of fun to look at. So you're going to pick any two. Now, to do this, you can't pick anything that has words. It has to be numerical. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to show you is a histogram maker that is not on sheets, and I found this for our IB classes, and it's pretty nice. So we'll go back to the original histogram we were going to make, which was all these numbers. And notice I didn't highlight the words. And I'm going to copy them, Control C. And then if you go to Easy Histogram Maker, and just paste your numbers in, it makes a really nice histogram. And notice it made whole numbers. It also gives you all the calculations over here and how many are in each bin. And you can change it to however many you want. And it'll make it so you can see, we had more than that. So let's say we went by twos. Just makes a lot nicer histogram. You can, especially if you're talking about people in your house, you don't want it to be a decimal. It's not very easy to read. So this is a good little thing to know. There's all kinds of these free programs that you can make things, and the graph looks nicer, and you get a table that tallies everything for you. Okay, so go back now and complete the rest of your calculations. Make sure you're using ones that aren't ones that we did. Also, if you find a number that somebody didn't read the directions, like $5 here, you might have to just change that to 5. I also know that when I was looking at this, some people clearly didn't answer the questions right. When you look at how many years of math starting with Algebra 1 have you taken, there were people that put 3, and you're all in finite math at least. And so the fewest number you could have taken was 4. So some of that data, we would, if we were doing an analysis, we'd have to throw it out. So I don't know if I would use that. You can try and see, but just something to keep in mind. Good luck.